Right, we're live at 5. Is it 5 o'clock? Or are we late as usual? Let's center that so you can see what we're doing. Boom. What time is it? We're late. Right, welcome to Robinson Co. Welcome back to London. Another live jewellery making session. Live at 5. It's 5-ish. I need to make some more, which I've been making for the last few days in live streams. 1.2mm halo band rings in sterling silver. Polished one up earlier, looking pretty good. This was going to be for the images, but I didn't quite get it photographed in time. I like to do them in natural light. We ran out of natural light before I photographed it. What size was that? Where's a ring stick? That was a size K, so I've got a load of 1.2mm wire here which we're going to be using, and because these are the sort of test batch, I need to do them one at a time so I know what size metal, what size length of metal I need for each ring. So we're going to do 6, 7, maybe 8 at a time and fill in this form. So let's put that in the K. Was that a K? Yeah. Was it a K? Yeah, it was okay. So we need to fill this box, and as you can see, we've got a long way to go. 1.2mm halo, 925. I'll probably do these in 18 carat yellow vermeil and rose vermeil as well. So yeah, long way to go. So let's start. I think we were working backwards. I'm going to turn on the YouTube copyright free music. So 43, 48, 54, 58, 63, 68, 73, and then 78. Should be a Z something that we need. Yeah, so we'll cut the wire, form it on the ring shank former, round them off, and then I've actually got a ring sizing machine in here, a ring sizing tool, so we can then size them hopefully and figure out what size they are. And as it's Saturday and it's gone 5, we can we're not on the Estrella tonight, we're on the red wine. We're mixing it up a bit, going you can have too much of a, well, no, you can't have too much of a good thing when it comes to Estrella, but, you know, say when. All right, don't. Right, cheers guys. It's the freaking weekend. Not a good start. A bit of cork in there. That's the idea of decanting it. Should have been. Shouldn't have been. Good stuff. Right, let's make some jewellery before we get plastered. 43mm. Well, I'm going to keep this to hand because otherwise I'll forget what I'm doing. Let's turn on the YouTube copyright free tunes. And turn them down. Yeah, hopefully I want to get these done, polished, and for sale. I don't want to be messing about with these for weeks on end. They're not an expensive item. Right, I need a ruler. I'm going to cut them all to length to start with so I don't have to keep referring to this sheet because I'm never going to remember what I need to cut. So I just file the ends off, file the burr from the side cutters cut. It's a cut 2 file, the flat edge of a half round ring file cut 2. I need to be pretty accurate with the cuts on these as well, because it's gonna, otherwise every single one I make from now on will be wrong. Right, what's next? 48. That was a K. Wire's got a little bit of a wave in it, so flatten the wave. Right, what was that? 53. Right, 58. Yeah, the wave in it will make the size a little bit out. Alright, 63. Eight. And then it's 78. Right, there we go, there's our blanks. Let me give you a close up of those. There's our ring blanks. So I just need to file off the ends, we'll round them off, solder them together. Put them in stock. Polish them first. But yeah, the reason I'm making them at in like these intervals is so that there'll be no, if I'll know exactly what one was what, because they're 4 or 5 sizes apart. There's going to be no mixing them up. I'll know what one was the 43 because it's the smallest one, and the next one up is the 48, and so on and so on and so on. So we can fill in our little form. So in future, when I have to remake them, I'm not just guessing. Right, I'm going to use the ring shank former for this, the Durson ring shank former. I'm going to put that. Stuff everywhere. Right, I think to speed this process up, because we've got 8 rings today, rather than doing them one at a time as I have in previous schemes, I'll do a couple at a time. Not that they take very long to do anyway. Just cleaning up the joint with a barrette statement file. There's a little gap in it. Let's do another one. Right, flux. This is Argotech flux mixed with meths, denatured alcohol, depending on where you are in the world. I like it. Some people hate it. It's ideal for silver. It's a really thick flux, so it helps protect and prevent fire stain on silver, because you get a really thick layer, and mixing it with the meths means it burns off and you get a really thick, even coating. Whereas if you mix things like, well, it's basically, it's no different than having borax powder really, but if you mix borax powder with water, or you know, the cone, I've got one under the bench, I've used them extensively, but what tends to happen is the water boils, so the flux bubbles off the surface, and if the flux ain't on the surface, it ain't helping protect it from fire stain. But it's thick and gluey and everything sticks together, which is why people dislike it. If you're doing gold, it's unnecessary, but I just kind of use it for everything because I've got it here mixed. If you're just doing gold, it's probably better off with one of the, the yellow liquid fluxes that are much thinner and don't stick everything together. But I'm constantly having to file it off all the tweezers and the tools that it's in contact with, and even file off these blocks. It's just, yeah, its thickness, which is what makes it great. Also makes it a bit of a pain compared to the thinner gold fluxes. But when it comes to, I sell a lot of silver, way more than gold, but even if I quite like silver. I like working with silver. If I like it, you know. Even if I did have only wealthy customers, I think I'd still make it. I still like having a range of silver, you know, like the tie clips and the. We do in gold, but you know, even if I don't think I'd ever just work in gold, even if I had that opportunity. But I think some designs look better in gold, some look better in silver, and yeah, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, eh? So, but I think largely the price is an important factor. Cost. I think it's very undervalued, but that's a different story. Well, no, it's not that I think. I know it's incredibly undervalued, and one day it won't be, but no one knows when that one day will be. There's plenty of people on the YouTubes flogging silver that will tell you, well, you know, like bars and stuff that will tell you it's imminent, but it's been imminent since they started their YouTube channel. I hope the day it lets rip will not be a good day for business, because nobody, you know, unaffordable and unavailable is what all of this will be. I'll be flogging it left, right, and I won't get. Yeah, it'll all be gone. But yeah, unlike most assets, for some reason, the price of physical metals, I'm going to use my words carefully, let's say managed, instead of the other word beginning with M. But it's managed down, not up. So it's undervalued rather than overvalued. Which, for all of the people, you know, with stacks and stacks of bars, they want it to rocket, but I quite like the status quo, because the less expensive it is, the more I can turn over, the more I can buy. There's no point in it ripping until you're ready to retire. But then again, if it rips, I can retire. What am I going to do? I could drink more wine, I suppose. I haven't played golf for a while. That's something to do when you've got a lot of spare time. and yet they keep getting kind of busted, and nobody ever seems to go to jail. You know, they just seem to get fined, but the fines are smaller than the profits they're making from. It's called spoofing. They keep getting caught doing it. The investment banks, but like I say, in the grand scheme of things, what they're actually doing is keeping a lid on the price of the physical by manipulating the paper. Sorry, managing the derivatives, GLD and whatever the other one is, SLV, on the COMEX. This is not me revealing stuff that nobody's aware of, it's common knowledge. Yeah, I think the jewellery trade is really a beneficiary of it because it makes our products more affordable to more people. But the true motivation behind it is obviously not to help us. I don't know what the motivations are, but there are a lot of metals in the weapons of war, so that might be one reason. Like a lot. Probably the more likely reason than to keep my 1.2mm halo wedding bands affordable to the masses. Missiles is the more likely case. Keep the lid on the cost of a missile. Still quite a big gap in this one. Hopefully this isn't bigger than Z6. That's why I started at 78. I was doing, yesterday I would have been doing the 79, but I kind of held fire on that. I might have to do one in the end. I'm hoping this isn't bigger than a Z6 because otherwise I have to start cutting bits out of it. I've got absolutely no use for a ring bigger than Z6. I mean, we could probably sell them, but they're kind of hard to gauge. There's no official size system in the UK system above Z6. People freestyle, but I don't know how. I don't know. Unless they're just going up 1mm. then I don't know how the customers are even getting those sizes. I'm gauging my fingers. Right, let's pull out those smaller ones and round them off, size them up. Let's turn this YouTube Western. Let's get small ones out of the bottom. Cloth. I'm going to clean the excess solder off and then we'll size them. This little one I'll probably have to use an antique sizing tool. The modern ones only go to that H. Okay, I'm just using a cut 6 barrette escapement file to get the excess solder off the inside. I'm taking it off the outside as well. On large rings I don't take it off the outside until I've sized them, but these, the wire's small enough on these that, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but the wire's thin enough that doesn't stress the joint as much as larger rings, so we need excess solder and provide strength. So rawhide mallet and trigger just round them off. And we'll see what sizes we've got. Right, let's see, we're out, I'll give you a closer please. B.5, but I want that to be a C. G. And K, basically. Let's fill those in on the sheet one in. Right, so that one was a B.5. From memory, like a C. The wine's probably not helping with that. G and a K. G and K. Give a bit of a close up of these. So this is a tiny little one here. I'm going to use an antique ring sizer in a minute to size it. So I'm going to do it now before we move on to the next ones. Yeah, modern ring sizing equipment does not go down that far, which is why we're probably one of the few people in the country that sells them, because I've got a shed load of antiques that I had to buy, by the way. I didn't inherit this stuff. I had to figure that out the hard way. Okay. Right. do the, I want this to be a C really, because I don't have a C. What I'm going to do with that one, I'm actually going to stretch it up on a modern ring stretcher by putting that, which the modern ones will stretch up, they will not reduce that size. We'll use the Durston, ring stretcher. I don't think they quite go down to, you might just about get an A on the top of that. I don't know if that's in shot, but you might just about get an A on there. Just about. I mean, I'm just about getting that B on the top there. So I really want to take this just above a C. It's on the line. It's about a C1/4 while I'm here. Let's take that above a G. I'll grab the pinfold antique one in a second and we'll do that. C, right, G. This should do a G. These plates are reversible, so there are different sizes on each side. A lot of people don't realise that. So they look very similar. I don't like this plate, I prefer the one on the OMO, the Italian ring stretcher. It's a bit sharp. I really need to just polish it out. Right, I don't think that's touched that. Let's do this. You know what, I'm going to get the Italian one because that's just shit. It's good at stretching them up, but that plate reduces them. Rubbish. They need to polish them like the Italians. So, size G. Let's bang on a G. What's that one? Stretch that over a K and make it a K. It's a K1/2. What this does as well, flattening them in here, is it flattens it. It doesn't just reduce them. The reason I always do this is it makes them perfectly flat, makes them round, but it flattens them more than anything. Right, it's perfectly on the line as a K. Right, let's do this C. You can't have too many ring stretchers. So it's about a C1/4. I'll show you what size that is. It's actually quite close to a C1/2. So for that, I'll use this bad boy. I made a video about these. I love them. So they take these dies. You can use these to make them. You use the small end, but you put the small end through to make rings bigger with these plates, and then I use them backwards to make them smaller. for that video, I did actually get ChatGPT or AI to make an instruction manual from it. Did a pretty good job. I'll kind of over crank that a little bit. Well, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to crank that back up, but as you can see, it's now a fraction too small. It should be on the line. So these to try and make a ring. If I try to take this up they will not go up a fraction of the size on that thing. That's the problem. If you put one of those dies through it, it'll be a C1/2 before you know it. Like probably, like if you put the die the whole way through it, it'll probably be like an E or something. They go up a lot. Like the taper on these dies is about 2 sizes. It's crazy. Size and a half, maybe. So if you want to know which ring stretches the best, you've got to get them all. Just get the lot. Get them, every single one of them, because you're going to use them all simultaneously for different things. Right, there we go. We're now on the line of a C. We've used about, I don't know how much we've used. I reckon we've probably used about 800 quid's worth of ring sizes to make a silver ring that's going to be about less than a tenner. Right, let's get rid of that. Right, next ones. We might have actually used about 1,000 quid's worth of ring size equipment there, based on current prices. So we better make a shed load more of these rings, haven't we? But what I would say, the logical conclusion is, if I only had to have one, that is the only one. I don't know what size these go up to, but I think that's going to be the limit. These were the only ones that will do the small sizes, but I don't think these will do. I don't know what the maximum size this will go up to. Let's have a look. This is a Z. It will do bigger than a Z. Will it do a Z6? There's a Z6. This is a Z5. So I won't quite do a Z5, whereas that the Durston one, so this will do A to Z. So if you're going to do A to Z, it's going to get you the business. This one will probably just about, yeah, well, I mean this one will stretch up to a Z, so above a Z6, but it won't reduce them. It won't reduce the smaller ones. So you could probably get away with, if you polish, I'm going to polish this disc out rather than keep whinging about it, right? So I don't have to bring in the OMO one. I need to put like a chamfer edge on this thing. Basically got to finish it for Durston. The same way the Italians have, they've put like a 45-degree bevel. It's really minor, you wouldn't notice it until you come to use it. Durston obviously didn't notice it when they went to copy it. Other than that, they make great tools. I've got loads of them and I still buy them. I'm going to buy some stuff off them soon. So I need a mini mill stand for an antique rolling mill stand, so I'm not throwing them under the bus. They do make great stuff. It's just that needs finishing because they don't use it. They just make the tools. They don't use them. It's not. I'm not recommending them. There's no one else that makes better rolling mills. Unless Pepe's Tools wants to sponsor me, and they'll change my tune. Don't think I can quite sell my soul to start selling people the Indian ones are the best in the world just yet, but you know, everyone's got a price. They're good value for money. I can find a way to sell them. What I think I might do with that disc actually is get like a polishing felt cone. So that's really, I think, all it needs. Is get like a felt cone, like a bullet cone, and use some like carbrax, some really coarse, some quite coarse steel polish, and just go at each hole for a few minutes. I think that'd be enough just to create like just to round it off, like a felt with carbrax. I mean, I don't think it even needs chamfering. I mean, it really just needs an aggressive polish. I mean, I suppose, would I, you know. Could put it in a barrel. Got a massive barrel going with ceramic. Maybe I'll do that first. Maybe I'll barrel it with ceramic, but it's steel, so. I've got to do something with it, it's useless. I've got to do something with it other than keep moaning about it, is what I've got to do. Right, just below an O, that's going to be an O. It's an hour and a half. I think I'm going to down that to an R. And that is just under, it's closest to a W, so I think I'll make that W if I find it. Found it. Right. And then stretcher. I'm going to use the Durston one. Let's take those up that need to go up. The line's kicking in. Or I haven't had enough. Well, actually, taking that down to a V. See, I'm going to leave it. Start the music again. Cheers. What am I doing this? Oh. Right, give you a close for those. Trying to I just turn the torch on this phone to fire. There we go. Off. Phone's so dusty. Buttons won't work on the buttons of the screen. Right, so we have size O, done. R, and a V. That was going to be a W. Yeah, as you can see, the putting them in the reducer. If I put it on the stick straight. Straightens them out nicely. Right, how many have we got left? Should have a couple left. Be interesting to see what that biggest one is. So I'll clean off the excess solder. got to do while I'm at it, I forgot to add the sheet, didn't I? For an O. That was an R.5 when I made it. R plus. And then that was a W. Although I've turned into a Z, it was closer to a W. What do we have here? Z.5 and Z5.5. No, that was 78, wasn't it? Z5 plus. So yeah, I was right not to do the 80mm because that would, if that's Z, the 80mm is going to be, 79 is going to be a Z6 at least. So I was right to start at 78mm. Right, let's straighten these out. What will this one be? It's a Z.5 right now, let's make it a Z. Stretch. I'm just going to stretch it up a touch to, which really, probably won't stretch, it has changed the size to about a quarter of the size, but it's more to make it round. The exercise of doing this is not, it is to finalise the size, but equally it's to ensure that they're perfectly round. And flat. This is Z. See if we can make this a Z5. They are quite tricky to do when they're between plates, holes in the plate, because you can, if you put it, all of a sudden it just goes and you've cranked it down 2 sizes. It takes a little bit of practice, which obviously I've had because I've nailed it. It's now bang on a Z5 just by giving it a little tweak. So yeah, I've got that bang on a Z5. And this one is a Z. Right, that's it for tonight's live stream. Hope you enjoyed this little look at making the 1.2mm halo bands using all the ring sizing equipment currently available and formerly available in the form of antiques. So, I was going to say, I hope you enjoyed your weekend, but who knows when you'll be watching this in the future, because this will be available for replay. So, let's put the soldering thing back on there. So yeah, I'll give you one last close-up of those rings we've made, then go in stock and then they'll be polished. I still need to make, probably need another 2 sessions to get every size done. Should be no more than 3 more little goes. I can only do them in batches like this because obviously if I do too many, I'll lose track of what sizes are in the pickle, what lengths of metal. So doing it this way means I get to fill in my little sheet. So yeah, there we go. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, probably tomorrow. Toodles.